Hey, welcome back to the Ping Pong Flick Show. My name is Chris Wong. Where do I start today? I know I made the video yesterday and it's about this time. I know it's early for a lot of you guys from usually when I put it out, but like I said, I'm in Oklahoma. I'm 5 hours ahead of where I lived. So naturally, I'm gonna have to go to sleep earlier. So that's why I'm doing this. But I mean, seriously, Zach posted a bunch of stuff right after I went to bed, and unfortunately, but I have to put it all in here now. So first of all, a lot of things, man. It's just amazing. First of all, let's get into let's say Zach posted drawings. So he posted these drawings here. One of them is later on he explained that that's Batman using the parademon gun, and also Flash apparently looking at the point of when the Unity happened. And so I guess he did run off and he's coming back. He sees the Unity pulling together, and that's why that's the case. That's what happened there. And that kind of ties into that one video clip that was going around where they took out all the audio of the trailer of one of the early trailers of Justice League, and it's the point where Cyborg was actually with the mother boxes, and then he actually cries out, and you can hear him. He cries out, "Barry!" When he's looking up in the sky, and then you see the flash of light, and then we knew from before that that's the moment where he has a flash of the memory, the vision of Darkseid and all that stuff that was on the storyboard, and so that seems to go along with the part where he calls out Barry. Maybe he needs Flash's help with the Unity or do something with that. Who knows? Well, I don't know. Or maybe he's using that to make him go back in time. Who knows? But that was interesting too. So called out for Barry. The other one was the storyboard that Zach released today, and it shows the point where Wonder Woman visits Bruce Wayne in the hangar, where he's working on his plane. I'm sorry, I don't know I forgot what he called it, but he's the flying fox. Sorry, and so he's working on that, and Wonder Woman coming in talks about security, how he spent a lot of money on security, and she apparently destroyed it or whatever. And so before that, though, there was a little bit more to that too. So it's in here, the dialogues right there. There's a little bit more about that, and it kind of ties in. Possibly that's Gotham Harbor. That's probably where the site is, and also it also ties in a couple of new pictures that was going around about on the set, where it shows the Wayne Aerospace and stuff like that, and that's been going around as well. So it seems like there was a little bit more to that place, rather than we initially thought it was it was initially thought that it was actually the Batcave, but actually it's probably a different location where he's working on it in that hangar. So I don't know the importance of that, maybe in the way they set up the scenes and stuff, who knows? But I thought that was pretty cool, and that Zack Snyder is really sharing quite a bit now for whatever reason. I'm wondering if, remember when I told you about how he released the song Free Bird by Sia, and I'm wondering in the lyrics, it's like he has a voice now. He's no longer silent and things like that. He has a voice. Some kind of NDA has been lifted in some way. Is there something happening within the DC Films structure that allows him to start saying this stuff? Even allows Ray Fisher to start saying. I mean, Ray Fisher kind of came out first, but it seems very interesting. We also fans also found out another person, Michelini Paines. Paines? I don't know if I wrote that right, but she's in the cast of Justice League, and she is listed as being the biohazard suit soldier. Of course, when you watch the film, you don't see a biohazard suit soldier. So we're wondering what part is that plays out within the film. And interesting, fans have reached out to her, and she says, well, she can't say anything until the uncut version is released. I don't know if she's being sincere about that. If that's the case, that's awesome. Does that mean there is going to be something called Justice League Uncut that's going to be released? Or she's just saying that so that after that's released, then we'll know for sure what it all means. And so I'm really wondering about that. I'm wondering if there is something really going on behind the scenes that we're not seeing up front. I mean, it's very, very fishy lately. There are even possible news with Superman. We had two scoopers, and some you may have written off already, and another is kind of, not but nice. But Jeremy Conrad and at Monobyte and also Daniel RPK, they've always been, some of them were like Daniel probably does a lot of jokey stuff, and he's kind of been a little bit of troll here and there, but they've all put up, and someone else, I don't remember who, but someone else, and people who work for Omega Underground has also posted pictures of what appears to be Superman. What does that mean? They're not saying anything. Mario Robles also confirms that there is something going on with Superman. Yet right now he doesn't want to say anything. He's also looped into that. So, but we'll hopefully know news soon. I hope it means Henry Cavill's back, or maybe Henry Cavill's not back, or the Superman's in talks again. But who knows about that? But this all is all little bits and pieces of the plan here. And I'm going to try reason with it after this. But also in the Joker film, there was a casting for Batman. So this little kid here is casted as Bruce Wayne. So that means this is not really the real world. Of course, we already knew that because it's Thomas Wayne there. Bruce Wayne does exist in this world. He is a kid, and he exists in this universe. So we've had speculation that this could kind of be like Gotham, where we had, in a way, a Joker who influenced his brother to be the Joker. It's like a generational Joker. So maybe this is the first Joker that inspires another Joker during when Bruce Wayne becomes Batman. And so that could be possibly part of this universe. It's no longer just, it's about Joker, nothing about Thomas Wayne, nothing about the Waynes or anything like that. But it's starting to look very comic booky, if you will, when you look at the sets and stuff. It's very different from what I've expected Joker could be, and it really looks like a comic book film. Your standard, kind of like a standard, almost like Gotham. It's very comic booky in its sense, where you see Joker in the costume and everything. And now there's Bruce Wayne, now there's Thomas Wayne, there's Alfred. So they're all there, and it's just interesting to see that part of the lore there. Wondering what's wrong, what's going on with that. The other thing that has happened is that Shazam has also started getting reshoots, right? There has gone into getting reshoots now. Just like how Wonder Woman has been set back 7 months, delayed for whatever reason. They didn't say anything about reshoots, I don't think. But there seems to be something going on where they're possibly adding something. There are fans out there who are suggesting, once again, there are Jeff Johnsing, also Wonder Woman, Jeff Johnsing, now Shazam, and that's why those things are going. Like Aquaman is like too late because that's already done with, or went out the door. But Wonder Woman has a little bit of time, and Shazam, they can probably alter some scenes or something like that. Or some fans have also been suggesting because Shazam is getting a little additional or possible additional or reshoots of principal photography, who knows, that it's possible that all these Superman signals, meaning there is a contract for Superman, for Henry Cavill or Superman to appear in Shazam once again, and so they're quickly adding that in. Of course, I gotta think Henry Cavill is ready, or already starting to do The Witcher, so I don't know if that would conflict with that or not. But the other thing is Henry Cavill still Superman? So I'm very curious to know what's going on with that, and I'm waiting to hear. Hopefully, by the time you see this, something will come out. I don't know, but it seems to be ramping up. And I've said that before, and it slows down, and it ramps again, and slows down. But it's just hitting on all cylinders today, and it's quite amazing. And by the time you see this, by the time I even post this, it could be something else coming out today. But I want to loop this all into something that is very weird. Very weird. So Grace Randolph, and you know Grace, believe her or not, she posted this video, a short video, and I'll link it there, where she says she's heard from her sources, and we know about her sources now. They're half right and half wrong when it sometimes comes out, but especially in the Birds of Prey and all this other stuff. But she is suggesting that Wonder Woman 1984 is delaying 7 months because it's going to be the DC's version of Flashpoint. Huh? You're looking at me like how I'm looking at her video. I'm like, huh? What? So now she said Flashpoint, but I don't think she doesn't really mean the Flashpoint, the DC, the one with Flash in it. What she's suggesting is that Wonder Woman does something because it's set in the past. She does something possibly saving Steve Trevor in order to have that butterfly effect that alters reality in general, able to cast other people for the roles of like possibly Superman or Batman. I think that's what she's trying to refer to as, and that's why everything's pushed back. Wonder Woman 1984 is going to be the reboot of the DCEU. Yeah, that's, I don't know. I mean, it sounds outrageous and totally out there. And I'm thinking there's going to be scoopers who are going to fight with that, or in a way try to comment on that or something or the other. But she says that she knows the big news out there for other things that are going on. But I don't know if she's just trying to stir it up or something. It's crazy. It's crazy. And I don't know if I should believe it or not. I don't know if you should believe it or not. But I think not Wonder Woman 1984, but I think it's possibly that they are setting in stone something in the DCEU to say that this is how we're going to do it. This is our plan. This is how we're going to tie everything together. That's my guess. I don't know if it involves the Snyder Cut or not. It'll be pretty freaking awesome if it does. But if it doesn't, it seems like there are some changes going on in the background, and hopefully we'll know a bit more as the coming days and the following days. And Zack seems pretty open to talk about things. He even says what is the big guns in Justice League when someone asks about the big guns. And so, big guns were referring to Lois. So that whole scene was also not Zack Snyder, where he talks to Alfred. Although I did like that scene in Justice League where he talks about Superman being more human. But I recognize when I look at it, that doesn't look like something Zack would shoot. It's very television-like. So I believe that was a Joss Whedon scene. And sure enough, Zack pretty much confirmed it. The big guns plot point is not even part of his Justice League. So we kind of know that, but it's cool to see more confirmations of this. And he's very seemingly more open to talk about Justice League. Maybe we can start asking him the interesting and harder questions now. Whether that means that they're dropping this thing and he's able to talk about something that's never come out, or he's talking about because eventually it will come out. Who knows? I'm hoping for the latter. I'm hoping that it will eventually get that far where it will get released in some shape or form. And when I mean shape or form, it'll probably be Zack leaking it, or it will be leaked out, or if he gets an official word from Warner Brothers to allow him to have Warner Brothers distribute it, that'd be kind of cool as well. But in the meantime, I'm waiting for that Superman news. I think that Superman, when those scoopers posted about Superman, I don't know if it could mean anything, but when it comes down to, like, if it's just Daniel RPK, no problem, but other scoopers as well, not Umberto, but other scoopers as well have posted something about Superman. So I'm wondering what that would mean. I'm wondering if that could possibly be some kind of maybe recasting of Superman. Hope not. I hope it's Henry Cavill saying, yes, we're finally giving the light and day, and here's the money, and here's your chance to be Superman for that solo Superman movie that we're all dying to see. Well, most of us are dying. At least I am. I am totally dying to see that, and I hope that it happens with Henry Cavill. But I am very interested to see where they're going to go on, so we can, as fans, move on to see what what's going to happen in the future. And Marvel Robles had put out that article that says, don't worry, they got a plan and things like that in place. I want to believe that, I really do, and it is a slate, but the slate keeps seemingly moving, but right now I think pieces are falling towards something in line, and I think it has to do, I just feel like it has to do with Superman. Something to do with Superman. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. But anyway, a lot more stuff coming out. So it's an interesting week. It was an incredible day. I had training all morning, and people are tweeting at me and things like that. And it's been quite a ride today, hasn't it? Quite a ride today. So I don't know if it's anything more is going to come out by the time you see this. I am slowly refreshing my tweets to see if there's anything else, but it doesn't look like it for the DC films. But I think there's going to be a lot of conversation about that whole Grace Randolph Wonder Woman Flashpoint thing, if it actually comes out to at least any bit part true or not. All right, guys. Well, that is it for today. Thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.